I had to confront my own fears and weaknesses, or I could never have defeated you. It's not whether you win or lose, it's how you play the game.
Welcome back to More Force, reacting here with More Force. So, just got home. I'm about to work on my on the 9th page of the prelude on my comic book over here on the side. See, Andrew Tate just got a brutal up. Oh man, that's something I'm gonna have to watch later. That blows. Honestly, what I think what's going on with Andrew Tate is just a bunch of injustice. Because so far that they haven't proved anything, unless if that video has some kind of proof, unless that. So I'll resolve judgment, but so far I ain't seen it. Unless what Jeremy just posted has some kind of revelation that it didn't show like for the past 3 months. 3 months. Oh no. Anyways, we're gonna go live. And we're actually going to react to the other Jeremy, the Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers. I was just watching his stream, and he was speaking on something very, very important. And it actually ties into what I'm doing with my comic book. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. 18 plus. No snowflakes. G and Geeks and Gamers. Why geekdom is important for culture. Essentially, that's essentially what he was saying. I'm gonna put this down to we'll put it down to 0. Or screw it, we'll do 1. We might, if somebody wants to jump in, whatever. If they get too rambunctious, whatever, we'll kick them. All right, let's broadcast. But he was saying, I was like an hour in, he was saying some really good stuff, and I was like, well, I wanted to. I'd say it's important to put them all in, because every time I do so, I definitely get some engagement on whatever I'm doing. So, just a heads up. Put in all the VTuber tags that applies to whatever you're doing to get the most engagement on whatever. How are you? I was in the middle of tweeting. Oh, sweet, a new background. Anyways, let's just say cricket left. Ripperonis. Anyways, so I'm going to be drawing here on the side. I'm recording this also. If it's still here, cricket, I don't think so. But we're going to go ahead and react to this because Jeremy was making a very good point, and this is why I am not. This is why I'm not part of the right, left, or whatever, because it's better just to have a free thinking mind and just analyze what's going on and go for what is better. A lot of times, but it's a lot of All right, no problem.
But I said I'll give you 3 hours, and I needed an out after 3 hours, so I pissed this desk.
The future. Also, Ryan, you should have
There we
been
go.
a bubblehead. There you go. No, I didn't have to.
Wait a minute. Is this safe, right, Jed?
Yep, right here. All right, so
I gotta make sure. I love you, Jed, but I gotta check.
Side. So you want to see
Hang
my
on.
head, you know, facing
Okay,
this way.
okay.
I cannot wait to finish this page. It's going to be so good.
All right,
I hope I can finish it tonight or
to
today.
check.
It's going to be a
Didn't have to go down on
Put in
subs.
my,
Stayed on carriers.
Ship.
Uh-oh, I waited too long to piss. It's already started. Oh my God,
Jesus
sorry,
Christ.
sorry.
This dude's a
Sorry,
fool,
guys.
man.
And there it is.
Sorry, guys. Whoa.
Whoa.
Wait, that was a fake one, right?
Yeah, it was fake.
Yeah,
That was
yeah,
fake.
okay, that was fake.
That was a Minecraft one.
The future. Also, Ryan.
I guess they have to say it's fake because it was. I didn't realize it was live on YouTube.
Yes.
For the children.
Yes, it is.
First of all, if anyone saw my penis in that, it was freezing in the studio. We turned the heat up, so you're not really seeing representation of things.
That's true.
Yeah, they're cool.
Hopefully they think the same of you.
I don't
Get
care.
started on this page.
But,
I'm so excited. I
Yeah,
hope I
this
can get it
guy
done
is doing
today.
a comic book
I really
of
want
me
to
because
post
I
this.
said comic books are gay.
This is
Superhero
gonna be a
comic
really
books,
cool
obviously.
page.
But
Yeah,
look how
working on it.
shitty this drawing is.
What? I thought it was cool.
Of course you did.
Like, I'm pretty critical about comic book stuff. I like
Look
thick
at
lines.
that. It is. It's obviously technically good, but
Yeah.
like, what kind of suit is that?
Oh, but that's...
And why are my sleeves? Who rolls up their sleeves? And look at the other picture. You can tell.
He knew it was live. He asked us if we were live yet, so he knew it was live. I don't know if he knew the ramifications. I don't know if he knew how many people were watching us. We had like 15,000 people watching us, but he knew it was live.
Tell this black dude's never worn a suit before, because look at those cheap ass shitty shoes.
Oh, yeah, they do look like...
Those are like the guy who manages Arby's.
yeah, those non-slip loafers.
Yeah. But
Like Dexter, the brand Dexter.
yeah, but the guy in the top middle and I kept fighting the whole time, and he
Me?
was very proud of
Him.
his
Yeah, him.
geekiness, which is,
Yeah.
I mean, I obviously don't truly care. But his argument was
Here
that
it is,
guys
here it
like
is.
me
This is
saying
what
"fuck
I-
you" for being into Spider-Man
This will
is
make me
the
stop
reason
the
that
cast. I wanted to
all
react
this
to
superhero
everything
stuff went
afterwards.
woke, and it's why it all sucks now, and it's affecting children's brains.
Mhm.
So by me saying "fuck Spider-Man," I am contributing to the
Yes.
decay
You are.
of children's brains.
You are.
Yes.
And making all their culture woke. And it is true that their culture is woke. Turn on Nickelodeon, turn on Cartoon Network, and I look at my 10-year-old
Let
and
me
he's
pause.
bored by grab.
So what? You look at that. You think they're just doing it, what? Just to do it? Just cause? Like, come on, bro. Come on. You're smart. Maybe too smart for your own good. Like, come on. They're not doing it for no reason. If you want to change the culture, you start with the children. It's always been like that. Always. Like, think about it. Whenever a nation is taken over in history, they wipe out the books. If they really want to crush the history of said people, they'll wipe out the books. They wipe out anything that can relate them to their ancestors or anything that they can relate to. And then they implement new laws, new regulation, new culture, and thus changing. It takes a while, it takes some time, but at the end of the day, it works. And that's why this is important. Like, it's not that hard. You can look into history. Like, and I agree with Jeremy. Like, what is up with conservatives and being this retarded? It is so simple and so obvious. Like, at a lot of times, I'm like thinking, like, bro, like, are they a op? Like, they can't be this retarded. Do they really think that they're putting all this stuff in children games, children cartoons, children movies, just cause? Just cause they want to perv on children? No. Some of them maybe, but no. That's how you change the culture and then the laws to favor you. Do you really think like your grandparents, anyone's grandparents would think that we would be where we are now today? Come on. Think about it. Like, it's pathetic, man. And like my comic, like, it's not going to be like about modern day politics. It's just going to be about the story. But that's what we're missing now. Is comics just about the story? It's always got to be some kind of lesson or some kind of some. Come on, man. If you dislike wokeness, you know what I'm talking about. That's why, like, I won't say my comic is necessarily anti-woke. It's just not woke. That's it. Even though the main character has dark skin, does not make it woke. And unfortunately, that's the flagship that they tend to use for woke comic books. You know, what can you do? That's why shout out to Eric July making his main character, Isom, have dark skin. But making sure that the story isn't woke. And I'm pretty sure he didn't even say, like, his comic. I'm pretty sure he said his comic isn't even anti-woke. It's just not woke. It's going to be about the story he wants to tell. And that's how comic books should be. Anyways, we're going to press play. Got into a little mini rant. Because, like, again, shout out to Jeremy for calling. I missed that Friday Night Tight. I'm going to watch it, like, on my day off. Because, I just don't have all the time in the world. But I'm going to watch it. So I can get the complete, full context. Shout out to Jeremy, man.
Gravity Falls and Steven Universe and all these stupid, shitty woke cartoons. So, though he's correct that the culture, not just superhero culture, but kid, cartoon, whatever,
and how did it happen,
culture, all those kid things are shit now. Because everything is woke. But the implication that it's my fault for not getting involved is stupid.
No, it's not, because this is why the left
problem.
sees this opportunity, because they understand the importance of it. And so they put aside their personal concern for it because they see the bigger picture. They see the implications that it has on the young mind. And as I said, during Friday Night Tights, right to your face.
I got to see this.
If it wasn't that important, the left would not obsess over this stuff.
Shoot. After 5 minutes, our collaboration time will begin. Invite all your friends and viewers. Where are we at? 56:47. Let me join the event just cause. Let's get some more viewers in here. Now it's not working. I don't know why it's not working, but I should not have even stopped it, apparently. Or maybe there's not an event going. Whatever. Alright, we're just going to pull it back up. Can I just go to... Even though I'm not logged in, can I just go to... Nope. Alright. Alright, then. D-Day Cobra. Where was I? I think it was at... We were at 56 minutes. Ah, there it is. It shows it right there. Shoot, that was too far. Right there. There we go. Apologize about that. I was going to try to join an event, possibly get more viewers in here, but oh well.
Involved is stupid.
No, it's not, because this is why the left sees this opportunity, because they understand the importance of it. And so they put aside their personal concern for it because they see the bigger picture. They see the implications that it has on the young mind. And as I said, during Friday Night Tights, right to your face. If it wasn't that important, the left would not obsess over this stuff. The left would not be so focused on taking over young children's minds with this stuff.
Yep.
It is having a profoundly negative impact on it. So you personally, Gavin, or anyone else, don't have to like it. But you should damn sure respect it and understand that it matters on a much bigger level than you seem to understand.
Or willing to
And
admit at this point. I think they're not willing to admit
when
that
someone
it
like
matters.
me on a show of that
whatever
size
freaking
is
reason.
trying to tell you, Gavin, I've been watching you for years. I appreciate you. I even brought out some points that he's made over the years just because I have seen him. So when someone like me, who destroyed every myth that you had in your head about nerds and geeks, is telling you I'm a Trump supporter, I'm a gamer, I'm a family man.
Man, this lag is pissing me
And
off.
I got 15,000
should not
people
be
watching
lagging.
me right now. Maybe you should fucking listen to what I'm saying and take your head out of your ass. Just saying. It's just a point. That's all. But I do. This is really fun listening to him talk
That
about
is
it.
not a good argument. And I kept giving.
Okay, we're at 15 minutes. I'm gonna close it, bring it back up. Don't know why it's lagging so hard. Alright, load up, load up. Yes, yes, yes. Much better. And then now we go all the way up. Right there.
I'm also
There, much
outraged
better.
at the general state of education. Like, the fact that I don't like video games means I abandon my position?
No, that's not
a
it.
good
That's
argument.
not
more
it at all.
slots,
That's
too.
not what I said. That's
I would love
not
for
what I
somebody to
said.
come
That's
in
not
and
what
just
I
even,
said.
like, chat
I
with
didn't
this.
say. Let's rewind exactly what he just quoted, so I can knock that down really quick.
The fact that I don't like video games means I abandon my position? That's not a good argument.
Never said it's because you don't like video games. You don't have to like video
Nope.
games. I don't like Star Trek. Does
But
that
what
mean
they do
Gary
is they
is
demean
an idiot
video
because
games and comics
he
and saying that
focuses
we're
on
wasting
Star
our
Trek?
time on
No,
it.
it has nothing to do with your personal opinion
Exactly.
of how you see that particular
There we go.
industry or medium. It has nothing to do with that. It's about your lack of understanding as to why the culture is being destroyed
Yep.
by people like AOC, who goes on Twitch streams and pretends that she cares about this shit just so she can have young people go, oh wow, AOC's cool and she's playing video games with my favorite Twitch streamer.
Yep.
Oh man, Democrats must be awesome. And that's why kids are being pulled into this bullshit. And people like you are going, fuck video games, fuck superheroes, fuck movies, fuck this, fuck comic books.
Yeah.
And when you push it away, you
The people
open
that
up the
care about
floodgates
that
for the fucking
will go somewhere else.
demons
It's
to come in
almost
and
like
take
it's-
over. And that's exactly what's happening.
It's so
So,
easy to
anyway,
get, man. It's
I like what
it's
he's got to say,
ridiculous.
though. I'll give him another minute right here.
And furthermore, as we all watch this incredible decay, I do know what happened. What happened was the gamers saw people coming at them. This is back in early Gamergate when I first met Milo. And they went, uh-oh, we're under threat. I'm going to go with the wokesters. And they chose the wrong ally. They went woke. They said, we're going with, remember that chick on G4?
Yeah.
Jess Franco, Jess Franco, Snowflake, I forgot her name. They went with that team. And when she went like, peace, and she was an annoying lesbian who admits she doesn't play video games, they went, oh shit, we chose the wrong team. And then G4 sank. And what happened to them. Like, this goes back to January 6th and everything. We've been sitting here twiddling our thumbs going, we're right. And they went, no, you're not. Fuck you. January 6th was an insurrection. And now they're coming around going, oh, shit, you were right. Hi, welcome. Have a seat. Splash, splash on my pit.
So overall, I gotta say though, I appreciate Gavin. Like, look,
Even though he's wrong.
I appreciate his take on it. Obviously, I think that I don't think that
Hey,
Gavin
Victoria, how are
is-
you?
He's a smart guy. I've watched enough of him. I think he's a very smart guy. I think he's also caught up.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Hi, I was just kind of reacting to this video. It's just talking about why like comic books and stuff, games is important, essentially. And I'm over here on the side drawing my comic book as I say that.
Okay. Okay.
Did you have an opinion on that, or did you want to, I guess, watch this with me? I mean, I think
I don't watch things. I'm not a big fan of Donald Trump. Thank really.
oh, it's okay. Essentially, all he was saying was how people in government, not even government, people that care about politics and how they demean comic books and stuff, even though it is completely important, and how they only focus on like changing laws and stuff, essentially. But only focusing on that is the wrong way to do it, because once we age out and the next generation starts, if they are not thinking the same as you did, then your laws don't really matter. They'll just change them back to how they were.
Ah, okay.
So that's why he's saying, like, welcome, Moon. Welcome to the podcast. But that's why he's saying, like, comic books, video games, anime, superhero movies, all of that is important, even though to people like the guy he's talking about, they seem to think that it's a waste of time, but really it's not.
Oh, okay. Like this?
Caught up
Sycamore?
in a lot of this stuff that hurts the conservative movement, or just when I say conservative movement, at this point, I just mean non.
More. You like politics?
Oh, say that again?
You're not talking?
I couldn't hear you.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty then. I'm gonna continue playing the video.
On leftist movement, because I don't give a fuck what your beliefs are. As long as you're not a psychopathic leftist, you're on my side of the argument. We don't have to see eye to eye. We don't have to have the same fucking politics. Just as long as you're a non-leftist. That's all.
That's all I'm looking for. We don't have to love Trump together. We don't have to see eye to eye on all of these things. Just don't be a psychopathic leftist and you're on my side. You know what I mean? And so he's not a psychopathic leftist. He's a very smart guy, and he's been doing this for a long time. And so overall, I respect and appreciate his take on it. He probably, look, I feel very confidently that he didn't know a lot about us. He requested to come on Friday Night Tights, though, which is the thing. He requested this. He talked to Gary about this. He approached Gary. We didn't approach him. He approached us. Why are you approaching us? if you're so dismissive of what we do,
Right.
what was the point? And it doesn't seem like it didn't seem like his intent was to come in there and be disrespectful. That's just kind of the way that it happened. And I probably instigated some of that. I mean, look, I'll play it right now. Let me find it. Let me find, just so you guys hear what I'm talking about here. Let me show you.
Just want to give more context to what he was talking about.
Let me go to Nerdrotic Live, okay?
Kinda
I don't
can't see
know.
Where am I?
Nerdrotic Live video.
Can't really see my avatar
right
because
here.
of the damn thing. Oh well.
What?
You can still hear my voice.
It
Though.
said this video might be inappropriate. Are you kidding me? The hell are you talking about? All right, so I don't know exactly at what point I said something to him. Trying to find it. Give me a minute. Okay, right
picture's
here.
coming
This is
a
somewhere at the
lot
point
better than I
where
thought it was going to.
because I'm the first person to kind of pop back at
picture
him. So,
is
right here.
essentially
Hours and hours.
If you've been following my Twitter and what I've been posting, this one is the Necro Lourdes. Like after she stomped on Hikari, she is now pushing down weight onto his fresh wound. But I'm drawing her in kind of a yandere kind of style because I want to have her. Hopefully, if I get this right, I think I will. I'm gonna have her like kind of like licking the blood off from her hand, the hand that went through his chest. And so far, what I wanted to get is coming out great. Mwah. I think everybody's gonna love this page when it's done.
All right, make a lot of money.
Chick?
If that qualifies me as a chick, I'm a chick.
No, I mean you're like your person that you choose. Is it a male or a female?
I'm usually Snake Eyes because that's a G.I. Joe character, but I also play as big booty Latinas on there. So you know,
that means you're gay. Why are you a chick in the game? Yeah.
So it proves I'm not sexist.
See, I think this whole trans thing may have started with video games where someone
what?
plays as a chick for 6 hours, and the next thing you know, they're a chick. Like, what was that video game?
Pause. Please tell me this dude is trolling. Please tell me he doesn't actually believe that crap. Please tell me he doesn't actually believe that this came from video games. Come on, bruh. Like, this has been a problem for whatever. I'll say it's a problem. I don't care. It's been a thing since what? My first thought was like Greek times. And not even the whole trans thing. Like, come on, man. He really thinks video games are the problem? Really? Wow. Okay. Continue on with this. So I gotta watch the full
where you used to kill dinosaurs
live stream. But so far, I don't really
not talking to
like.
Kennel.
Zero Dawn, but you don't have an option.
Okay. Gavin, if you're going to be playing a game where you're going to be staring at a character's ass for 6 hours, would you prefer to stare at a male ass or a chick's ass?
Right there. That is literally my thought. Literally. If I'm going to have to look at a character the entire time when I play, I'd rather look at a chick's butt. It is quite that simple. Like, why? It is quite that simple. Now, some people want to role play into it. Now you're getting weird with it. But it, even my brother once, like when I was playing MMOs, he'd be like, "Man, why are you always choosing a girl character? Why not choose a guy character?" Because I want to look at a girl character. I don't want to look at a guy character all the time. I am a guy. I see myself every day. I want to see a girl character. It's just that simple.
If you're going to play a game where you're looking at yourself, would you rather it was a man's arse or a woman's arse? Why don't you just dress up as a woman and look in the mirror then? You're looking at a chick.
Or you can just dress up as a woman and play the game.
Right?
I mean, Shad does wear skirts, so.
Gary's the only one that doesn't play games here, so he's probably the only one that's not super gay from that perspective.
Except for my shirt.
I don't think it's gay. I think it's infantile. I think that
Wow.
if you're playing with your kids, it's a good way to bond with your kids, but this perpetual adolescence of giving a shit about superheroes and video games, I mean,
Here
it's
we go.
embarrassing.
This is about to be.
Pick the perfect podcast.
Yeah. Oh no.
Let's see.
Here's
Well,
the thing
no
I'm gonna
shame to
find
my
out
game, baby.
Is you guys get into the economics of it, and it's obviously a multi-trillion-dollar industry, so the economics of it are fascinating. But then you sort of go, why not just work there? Like, you should work at Disney or Marvel or something.
Hell
more
no.
than most of the people there.
That's not going to change anything.
But I do think what it does
Make your
come
own
to
at that
what's
point.
driving a lot of culture. It's undeniable that the reason they've taken over these industries is because they know they can have an effect on culture. So regardless if some people aren't interested in something, there are a lot of people who are, and that's what we're seeing play out in culture right now because of a lot of the shit that's shoved into nearly every aspect of the entertainment industry.
Okay, well, let me ask you this. I noticed that all the cartoon characters, whatever, comic book characters are black now.
Yes.
Like Thor and everyone is going black.
I'm not a big fan of that.
Isn't it possible that these companies are going, well, we already got whites, blacks?
I'm pretty sure this is where I say something back. So finally, like, I need to go ahead and set a tone for this dude that I'm not really going to listen to this bullshit. So here we go.
Here we go.
Seem to love our shit. Like, if you go to a comic store in Manhattan, it's all black people walking around. It's like their library. So maybe they're going, let's just up our numbers and make it black and we'll sell more.
No, I think what it is when people that dismiss the culture like you have been push that kind of mindset away, and then social justice freaks actually take over those industries, and then they pander to children, and now they're indoctrinating children because you're dismissing the importance of how it has on the overall culture, and that's why we're losing the culture. So I think that's why we're getting so many black characters, because freaks that don't care about this stuff have overtaken it. And people that should be interested in it are dismissing it because they don't realize its importance. And it's why we have a psychopathic, geriatric man that doesn't know where he's at in the White House right now. And that's a big problem.
It is. And it's not just... There you go. It's not... and it's what Eric July calls hand-me-downs. It's just the race and gender swap.
If you guys want to go watch that, but that's kind of like at that point, and then... at some point in time, what was it? Was it the X-ray girl point where he was asking all these questions, and I finally had to say, like, bro, like, you guys have to stop answering his questions.
What?
Yeah, you're not different.
In front of Mark. We went to school. Yeah.
Yep.
When I PC song.
I don't think.
God.
Did you make like?
Can I help the panel out here?
So she went to school.
Down and it ended up in
So
there.
right here, this is where Gavin is kind of going through the panel, and he's asking like all of these, questions about relationships and your past and all this, and X-Ray Girl, who's the best. We love X-Ray Girl. Like he's digging into like her previous relationships, and I'm just like, I'm getting tired of hearing it. So I finally had to step in and say something.
Then you got mad at the girl, and you're like, why are you lying on your back with your legs spread when people are running around with boners who could trip? So then
anybody
you
can
said
fly
you're
up
a
in there.
cheater and you're an asshole, which sounds accurate. And then you said, I'm not doing this. And then you met a new guy a few years later, and now you got him. That's like
awesome.
10 years later, though.
Bro, why?
We met when I was 2019. So.
You were 2019?
No, we met in 2019.
And how old were you then?
29.
Oh, okay. So it took you like 4 years to recover from that.
Well, she's Asian, so she went to school.
I'm not recover.
She went to school and
I
studied a
was
lot and
dating
lived under a
before
rock
that.
and never
There was
watched
a lot
a
more
single
Tuesdays.
movie. And then when she got out from under the rock in school, she
Can I help the panel out here?
Isn't, so she went
Okay.
to school.
Can I help the panel out here? The less you say when he asks you a question, the less follow-up he can add on. So when he asks me, I'm going to say, it's none of your damn business, and I don't tell the internet my personal life. So that's how you handle it. Stop giving him more answers so that he can follow up with more questions.
I don't
He's
know.
really
Isn't
good at
it
this.
interesting? I like to hear about people's love
He's
lives.
really good at this.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so that's kind of the gist of it right there. And yeah, so at the end of the day, I like his response. Overall, I like what he had to say. We had our little, so we just played a clip. Thank you to CCP is asshole.
I really like it, but
yeah, I like what he had to say. So
Sure.
I'll clearly, I just think he was just being Gavin, man. I mean, it's just what he does. You know what I mean? And apparently it was, I don't know. He's not saying it was fake. He's not saying it was fake. I would have said it's fake based on what I saw. Just saying. Let's see. The Sean 2 says everything that was said in the first Trump versus Biden debate is coming true and probably more to come. No, there's clips of Trump predicting every single thing that's happening. He's predicted it all. He predicted the freaking bank collapse.
Yeah, he
The
did.
economic collapse.
He
He's
did.
predicted all of it.
He did do
All
that.
of the stuff he's saying has become true. All of it. Reaper 0878 that's your first super chat. First super chat. Congrats on winning Shill of the Year for Crapatar 2, Jeremy. Will we see an acceptance speech from you on FNT? Trump 2024 all day, baby. Yeah, so I won Shill of the Year on Odin's thing for his channel because big fan of Avatar 2, and I will not apologize for that. Avatar 2 is a really good movie. I was very surprised. I didn't really like the first Avatar, but I really love the second one. So maybe I'll have to give an acceptance speech for that. Westfield, Trump's inability to pick someone who won't backstab him is his biggest flaw. We can't do this daily sabotage for 4 more years. Too many serious issues. It's a fair point.
How long have we been? 30. Okay, I think that's a good enough time to stop. Not many viewers this time, but it's okay. I mainly just wanted to hear what he had to say about it, because when I was listening to this to the recording of this stream, and when he got to this point, I was like, oh man, I really need to react to this. But yeah, I guess final thoughts on that. Look, the culture is important. No matter how you change the law, if the culture is opposite to what the law says, at some point, the culture will overtake it. Because who's going to enforce the law? People. Unless you have robots doing it. So if the people who are going to enforce the law do not believe in the law that they're enforcing, at some point, they will disobey. And when you get enough people to disobey, then the law is meaningless. There are a lot of laws that are still active today, but nobody actually does anything about them because the culture changed. But they're still in the books, so you just to be careful. You still have to know these off laws. Even though most likely nobody will hold you accountable for them because the culture changed. But still, if they're still active, they haven't been vetoed. I guess that's the word I'm looking for, or removed. Then you still need to be aware. And that's all. That's all I wanted to say. Thank you, Jeremy, for saying it to her. Wow, saying it to him. What needed to be said about why this is important. What Eric July, what Ethan Van Sciver, what you're doing, what Ricada Law is doing, so on and so forth. What you guys are doing, what I am trying to do. Correction, what I am going to do. Why it's so important. Thank you, and yeah, that's it. I'll see you guys next time. Life Gets You Down for a little more force. I'll be seeing you.